Hey Mom, I've got some news. I spent time with my classmates today. It was a lot of fun.
Is that why you're later than usual? Usually, you come home right after school. It's pretty sad and lonely without friends.
But I've made some friends. We played soccer together.
Is that so?
It's been a while since I've made friends. I always end up changing schools before I really get to know my classmates. But at this school, everyone, from the students to the teachers, is super kind and helpful. They even invited me to play during recess. We're also planning a field trip in the fall.
A field trip?
Yes, we're going hiking on a mountain and camping there. Plus, we'll cook hot dogs on a bonfire and have a campfire at night. I'm really excited.
Sounds like quite an adventure. I could never do that. I don't care too much, but please don't stay out too late. It would be a hassle if Child Protective Services gets involved.
What's Child Protective Services?
Don't worry about that. Enough about that. Did you see anything in the mailbox? The stuff I ordered online, hasn't it arrived yet?
I'm not sure. But I don't think it'll fit in our mailbox. It's already full of letters and things. I couldn't read much of it because there are so many difficult words. But one of them had urgent in bold red. That's important, right? Don't you have to read it?
It's totally fine. It's probably just from a credit card company or something about federal tax. Nothing important.
I don't know much about it. But I see.
But remember what I always say. If you see a letter from a sender called Alanath, tell me immediately.
Got it. It's a dangerous company, right? If I find it, I just have to give it to either you or Dad, right?
Exactly. If I don't respond to them immediately, even you'll be in trouble too.
Hey, let's say you do get a letter from that company. Does that mean we have to move again? Like last time?
I'm afraid so.
Why?
When the letter comes, that means scary people will arrive soon after, so we have to leave.
But I hate moving. And I'm finally getting along with my current classmates.
Life doesn't always go the way we want. Our safety could be at risk here. Wouldn't you hate going hungry?
Yeah, I guess.
Speaking of, are you already home?
Yes, I'm home now. Will you be back soon?
Not yet. I'm not having much luck today. You can have whatever is in the fridge.
Are you at the casino again? What about Dad? Is he gambling on horses again?
Horse racing only happens on weekends. I'm not sure if he's gambling with his poker buddies today. After this, I'm going out for drinks with my friends, so go to bed before we get back.
So you won't be back tonight? I don't like being home alone. Can you come back earlier today?
Are you serious right now? You're almost 10, right? You should be able to take care of yourself by now.
Mom, can you buy me new sneakers? I'll need them for the field trip. My current sneakers are unsafe, they have a slippery sole. The teacher asked me to get ones with better traction.
It's pointless even if I do buy them. You aren't going on the field trip.
Huh? Why not? I thought you said I could.
Because we're moving. Which means you're transferring schools again.
No. Why? I don't wanna. I've been looking forward to this field trip. I've even made so many friends this time. I don't want to go to a new town where I know no one.
This isn't the time for your selfishness. We have to get out of here as soon as possible.
But why? Why do we have to move?
Just listen to what your mother is telling you.
Did you get a letter from that company? The one you were talking about before? Is that why we have to move?
Like I said before, it is none of your business. Just listen to me. If you ask me one more time, you're not getting any dinner tonight. I'll be telling your school that you'll be transferring. That's the end of the discussion. Next time you should just be quiet and listen to what I tell you. Hey, where are you now?
With my friends.
What are you doing? You should come home soon. The moving truck is here, so we have to leave soon. Hurry up and get here. We have a busy schedule today.
I'm not going. I'm staying here in this town.
Are you still adamant about not wanting to transfer schools? We don't have time to deal with your stubbornness. Just come home.
No. I want to go on the field trip with all my friends. Why can't you wait until after the field trip to move? I'm really upset.
I'm frustrated with you. We're running out of time. How many more times do I need to tell you? Just follow my instructions.
No.
Fine, do as you please. We're leaving without you. Don't come complaining later.
Are you really going to leave me here?
It's too late to change your mind now. Your behavior. It's better for us if you stay here anyway. I'll feel relieved if you're no longer a part of our lives. Your dad also agrees with me. Because we can finally rid ourselves of the burden you've become.
That person is not my dad.
Is that so? Then continue thinking like that and find your own way. I don't care. In fact, why don't you just move on? We've arrived at the new place. You no longer have any business with us. I won't let you in even if you show up suddenly. Understand?
Yeah, I got it. I think I'll be fine.
What do you mean you're fine? Let me tell you, you'll be kicked out of that house soon. You can't manage on your own.
I'll be fine. I'm having chicken nuggets with Dad right now.
What are you talking about? We already moved to the new place.
Not that person. I'm talking about my biological dad.
Your real dad? Why are you talking about him? Did you contact him or something? How?
I got him to call me. When I told him that you guys left me, he came right away.
How did you even manage to get in touch with him? It's been 3 years since I divorced him.
It was when we were leaving Dad after you divorced him. Dad secretly gave me his phone number. He said to contact him if anything happens. I kept it for a long time.
Wow, what an annoying person. Giving you something so unnecessary. He should just quietly pay child support.
Dad is very angry at you. He said what you're doing is a crime. And he said he would call a lawyer to sue you.
A crime? Lawyer? I don't understand.
You're an adult, but you don't know what a lawyer is?
Of course I know what a lawyer is. That's not what I'm saying. What I mean is, what is he planning to do with a lawyer? We are basically strangers now. But he is coming to meddle in another family's business.
Also, when I called Dad, he told me to go to the police to stay safe there. That's when the police asked about you, and I told them everything. A man and a woman from Child Services came. That's the place you mentioned before, right?
What on earth are you doing, you brat? All you're doing is causing trouble. It's one problem after another.
Yeah, but you're the one who's wrong. Even I understand that much. Dad and even the police are pretty angry with you. That's why I talked about everything.
What do you mean everything? What did you talk about? You didn't say anything unnecessary, did you?
I talked about how you go to the casino every day and how you almost never make me dinner. Also, about the fact that there are lots of letters coming every day. Also, about Alanaf. I told them that you said we had to move if we got a letter from that company. Then Dad searched for that company online. That company lends people money, right? And you borrowed a lot of money. But you didn't pay them in time, so you got the letter from them, right?
For a kid, you know a lot of unnecessary information. I can't do anything about it now, can I? Every normal adult is in debt.
But you were gambling with the money you borrowed, right? That's a bad thing, isn't it? That's what Dad said.
Enough. Stop being such a disrespectful brat.
You're in a bit of a pickle because of the stuff I said to Dad and the police, huh? But you know, I can make more trouble for you.
Are you trying to threaten me right now? What are you trying to pull?
Well, I saved a letter from Alanaf before you guys moved. It was left on the living room floor. I secretly took it to my room. I bet you guys didn't notice because you were too busy with all the moving.
How dare you? When did you start becoming such a sneaky little thief?
I couldn't comprehend the letter due to its extensive vocabulary. That's why I had my classmate's older brother read it for me when I visited his house. You know, when I claimed I was at my friend's house. Yes, this is what I've been doing. There were complex words like delinquent account. It means you're overdue and should pay as soon as possible, right? Then my friend's brother told me something rather intriguing. He mentioned that you might find yourself in significant trouble if I disclosed your new address to the phone number written in the letter.
Don't you dare. Haven't I said this before? I would be in deep trouble if they found out where we are. That company is much more persistent than others. They're dangerous. Don't make my life any worse than it already is.
My life has been pretty tough all this time. I didn't want to change schools. You never listened to me. That's why I couldn't make friends. But at this school, I made many friends and started having fun every day. But just because of your bad decisions, you're forcing me to transfer schools again.
There was nothing I could do about that. They sent the collection letter.
If you were in so much trouble, you shouldn't have borrowed the money in the first place. Since you were only going to use it at the casino anyway. You don't prepare meals for me, and you don't even talk much at home. I see my friends' moms, and I wonder why my mom is so different. I always hated that. Always.
Okay. I was unfair to you. What do you want? I'll buy you anything. I'll give you whatever you want, so just throw away that phone number. Please, David. Okay?
It's been a while since you called me by my name. That makes me happy.
That's true, huh? I'm sorry about that. Mom will never mistreat David again, okay? So let's make things right. Okay?
But, Mom, I've already called.
Is that a joke? You called the number?
Yeah, because you left me here a while ago. So I called them. Of course I did, why wouldn't I?
Why would you do that?
I thought maybe you would have a tough time because of me.
David. Stop kidding around. I'm being serious. This isn't funny.
I mean, I was also pretty upset with you. But when I talked to Dad about it, he said you're getting what's been coming to you, so I didn't feel so bad about it.
Huh? Do you know what you did? You clearly have no idea what mess you just caused.
Dad told me something good. If you borrow money, you have to return it. The people are after you because you didn't return what you owed, right? Also, you have to apologize if you do something wrong.
Hold on a minute. Someone just knocked on our front door. Do you know who it is? Give the phone to your father. Right now.
I don't think so. What about a little later? I'm gonna go eat ice cream for dessert. It will melt if I don't eat it soon.
Hold on. I don't have time for that. David.
Could you wait until I finish eating the ice cream? You're an adult, right? After that, I got to stay with my dad. My dad is really nice and talks to me every day. He cooks proper meals and even took me to the amusement park recently. My favorite thing is when he drops me off at school in his car every morning. He said I didn't have to change schools, even though I moved in with him. I also went on that school trip, and it was amazing. It seems Mom couldn't pay back some money and had to go through something called foreclosure. I'm not sure what that is, but also, a lot of angry adults kept showing up at her house. The one thing I learned from my mom is to never borrow a lot of money, no matter what. I'll do my best not to become that kind of adult when I grow up.